Our recipe today is غريبة. غريبة from Aleppo, غريبة الاسطنبولية. It is a hybrid, or I would say a fusion between Amaretti, the Italian, and غريبة, the Syrian. So it's a mix of those two made into a healthier, lighter dessert. Let's go and see how we can make this wonderful Syrian delight. As always, light on sugar, light on butter, light on fat. It is a fusion of almond flour, smighvali, rose water, pistachio, all in a perfect harmony, in a perfect balance to make healthy, delicious dessert. Ali, let's enjoy that wonderful Syrian delight. Bon appetit, صحة وهنا. كلمة سوركسي. Look at that. Crunchy, falling apart. If you like this recipe, do subscribe, comment, and let me know what you think. Have a wonderful day. Let's look at the ingredients of our recipe today. 350 grams of almond flour, 150 grams of semolina, smighvali, very fine. We will need 8 egg whites. So we do the first 4, then we do the second 4 afterward. We will be always low on sugar as all of my recipes. So I've got here 30 grams of powdered sugar and 10 grams of vanilla sugar, 10 grams of baking powder, 30 milliliter of rose water, 75 grams of butter, pistachio as per your preference. Let's go. Into a clean bowl, we need to add all of our dried ingredients, that is the sugars and the baking powder, the smighvali, and finally the almond powder. We need to mix very well. Mixing with a fork is more than adequate. Now, once we have done that, we need to take our butter and we need to knead it by hand and fuse it very well. After you finish kneading, you should have a texture and a body that is a bit sticky, like that. Now we are always low on fat, butter, on sugar, so this recipe is going to be a delicious, healthy one. Let's go and beat up our egg whites. With a pinch of salt, we will whisk it by hand. You don't need to do it with the machine. Just to the point that you will have a foamy body and a texture. Now, let's mix it with our dry ingredients. Off we go, and we're going to knead by hand. Through the kneading, I would add to it the rose water, and we continue kneading very well. The texture is very good. Now we're going to put in the fridge. It's quite sticky. We're going to cover and keep for about an hour or so. A couple of hours afterward, our dough is in such a texture. Now we're going to beat our eggs and mix it with it. That is the egg whites of 4 eggs. Off we go. This will give it a softer texture. We have to mix with the fork. The result is more soft and moist batter. Now we're going to put it in a bag. And voila, our bag is ready. I'm going to put in the fridge for half an hour. Then we're going to pipe it onto the tray. Into a circular motion, we pipe it out. Then we take one pistachio and we put it in the middle like that. And we bake in a preheated oven at 150 Celsius for about 20 minutes or so. Off we go. It's been 20 minutes. We need to check our dessert. غريبة. Let's check it out with a knife. Okay, we take a knife and we run it on the surface. You see? It's almost there. We need another 2 minutes. So in total we've got 20 minutes exactly. We're going to take this out. We're going to put it to relax. And we take the other tray and bake it. In total I've got 55 pieces. The shape, the texture, the body, the feel is perfect. Look at that. Now the second tray I've decided to bake for 25 minutes, a bit more. You see? I want it to be a bit crunchier, so we take it out. Baking for 25 minutes, it's better because it gives a bit of crunchy crust onto our غريبة.